Welcome you all in our video lecture. Dear student, this is our new topic, angle is formed by a transversal to a parallel lines. Dear students, let's understand what is a parallel line and what is a transversal. Two lines are said to be parallel if they never meet each other even after producing. If we check these two lines, they are perfectly parallel because they will never meet. If we check over this board, this edge and that edge, these are parallel lines. Are these two lines parallel? No, they are not parallel lines because if we produce them at some point, they may meet. So these two lines are not parallel lines. Okay. Now, what is a transversal? A transversal is a line that cuts two or more than two lines at two different points, like this one. This is a transversal. Transversal is a line that cuts two lines or more than two lines, whether they are parallel or not. Now, today our topic is angle is formed by transversal. So this transversal forms different kinds of angles here, like angle 1, like angle 2, angle 3, angle 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this transversal creates 8 angles with these two parallel lines. Now, first is alternative interior angles. Now let us check what are alternative interior angles. Dear student, you should remember, whenever we have a parallel lines, if a transversal cuts these parallel lines like this, just creates a Z shape, these two interior parts, these are known as alternative angles. And you should remember, they are always equal. Now, check this figure. Here, angle Z is an alternative angle of angle 6. So, angle 4 and angle 6 are alternative angles. So, angle 4 and angle 6, they are alternative angles, and you should remember they are always equal. Same, angle 3 and angle 5, they are alternative interior angles, so they are always equal. We can prove them also later on.
Clock start.
Now, second, that is same alternative but exterior angles now. Alternative and exterior angles. These are the angles that are created by alternative interior angles, but they are upper part and by lower parts. Here angle 4 and angle 6 are alternative angles. So angle 1 and angle 7, they are alternative exterior angles, and they two are equal. Same, angle 2 and angle 8, they are equal because angle 3 and angle 5, they are alternative interior angles. So above angle 3 and below angle 5, there is angle 2 and angle 8, they are also equal. These are alternative interior angles and alternative exterior angles, they are always equal. So number 3 is corresponding angles. Dear student, you should remember what are corresponding angles. The angle is on the same side of a transversal. Angle should be on same side of a transversal, whether they should on the left side or right side. So the angle is on the same side of a transversal, one of which is an exterior angle and the other is an interior angle, and both of them must not form a linear pair, or known as corresponding angles. Now checking here, this is our transversal. So the corresponding angles, one should be an interior angle, another should be an exterior angle, but they should be on the same side of a transversal, and they are always equal. So angle 1 is equal to angle 5. Same, angle 2 is equal to angle 6. Angle 2 is equal to angle 6. They are on the same side of a transversal. One is exterior angle, another is interior angle, and they are both on the same side of a transversal. Same, we can see angle 4 is equal to angle 8. Angle 4 is equal to angle 8. And same again, angle 3 is equal to angle 7. So you should remember these corresponding angles are always equal. Number 4 is sum of interior angles on the same side of a transversal is supplementary. Supplementary, you should remember, supplementary sum of two angles are said to be supplementary if they equal to 180 degree. Now, what are interior angles here? Angle 4 and angle 5. If we add them, angle 4 plus angle 5, they are equal to supplementary, that is 180 degree. Same, angle 3 and angle 6, they are interior angles on the same side of transversal, that is angle 3 plus angle 6 equal to 180 degree. Or we can consider exterior angles in place of interior angles, that is sum of exterior angles on the same side of transversal is supplementary, that is angle 1 plus angle 8, they are also equal to 180 degree. And angle 2 plus angle 7, exterior angles on the same side of transversal, that is angle 2 plus angle 7, that are also equal to 180 degree. Now let's prove alternative interior angles are equal. For that, let's consider two parallel lines with a transversal. Suppose this is angle 1 and angle 2. We need to prove this angle 1 is equal to angle 2 because they are alternative. That is, we need to prove angle 1 is equal to angle 2. Suppose this is angle 3. And we know this is a straight line. And on a straight line, if we have more than one angle, these are two angles, 1 plus 3, they add up to 180 degree. Here, angle 1 plus angle 3 is equal to 180 degree. Why? Because a straight line makes 180 degree. We call it as a linear pair. So let's consider this as an equation first. Earlier in our topic, we have shown if we have two interior angles on the same side of a transversal. So 2 and 3, they are interior angles. Sum of these two angles also equal to 180 degree. Angle 1, angle 2 plus angle 3 also equal to 180 degree. What is the reason? Sum of two interior angles on the same side of transversal are also equal. Let us suppose this is our equation second. Now from first and second, from equation first and equation second, we can check our RHS on the both equations are equal. That means our LHS must be equal. So here RHS is equal, that means our LHS is also equal. That is angle 1 plus angle 3 must be equal to angle 2 plus angle 3. While looking over this equation, we have angle 3 on both the sides with same sign. So that means they will cancel each out. So we can get angle 1 equal to simply angle 2. Angle 1 is equal to angle 2. That are our alternative angles. So we have proved alternative interior angles are equal. Dear student, you can go through this picture also to check the different types of angles created by the parallel lines and the transversal. Now finally let us see what are vertically opposed angles. Dear students, whenever two non-parallel lines intersect each other, they create some angles there. This upper part and the lower part, they are our vertically opposed angles, and you should remember they are also equal. Suppose if this is angle 1 and angle 2, so we can see angle 1 is equal to angle 2, and also this left hand side and the right hand side part, they are also equal. They are also vertically opposed angles. Angle 3 is equal to angle 4. These vertically opposed angles are also known as Caesar angles. Like these two markers, this upper part and the lower part, they are vertically opposed angles. Now let's prove that vertically opposed angles are equal. Dear student, this line L is a straight line, and we know angle 1 plus angle 3 is equal to 180 degree. Why? Because a straight angle, or we can say linear pair axiom. Sum of two angles on a straight line is equal to 180 degree. Now, if we consider this straight line M, angle 3 and angle 2, they are also linear pair. That is, angle 3 plus angle 2 are also equal to 180 degree. This is equation second. From equation first and second, if we look over these two equations, our RHS on the both equations are equal. RHS on both the equations are equal, 180 and 180. That means our LHS on both equations must be also equal. That means angle 1 plus angle 3. Angle 1 plus angle 3 must be equal to angle 3 plus angle 2. Now, if we check this equation, we have angle 3 on both sides with same sign, so they will cancel each out. So we can get angle 1 is equal to angle 2 simply. Angle 1 is equal to angle 2 simply. So they are our vertically opposite angles. Similarly, we can prove angle 3 is equal to angle 4. So that's it. Thank you for watching.